Morgan Pressel is one of the most well-known women golfers in the world. The LPGA Tour star made headlines at Rancho Mirage in 2007, when at 18 years and 313 days, she became at the time the youngest player ever to win an LPGA major championship. Whilst Morgan is still making a living on the LPGA circuit and currently stands inside the top 25 of the Rolex rankings, she's also putting a lot of energy into a cause that's very close to her heart. An event known simply as Morgan and Friends. Golfing World went along to the 2016 edition to find out more.
Morgan and Friends kind of developed out of a meeting with some friends here who wanted to do something to honor my mother and her memory. And what better way to do that than a golf tournament? It's really incredible how it's grown, and the amount of money that we've been able to raise over, especially the last few years, has just been astonishing.
In just 8 years, the annual event at the St. Andrews Country Club in Florida has raised more than $4 million for cancer research. Morgan's mother, Kathy, was only 44 when she died of breast cancer, and Morgan was just 15 at the time.
It was tough for my family. I have a younger sister who was 12 and a younger brother who was 10, and it was a tough time for 3 kids to lose their mother. She was definitely the stronghold of the family. I couldn't grasp it really as a 15-year-old, and I don't know that I still grasp it now as a 27-year-old. It's something that, she's always with me.
Morgan and Friends is the primary fundraising event each year for the Morgan Pressel Foundation. It's tradition that the 2-day event kicks off with a gala dinner, and each year the who's who of the LPGA Tour attend to support one of their own, and of course to back a worthy cause.
This is so awesome. I've known Morgan for a really long time, since we were 12, 13 years old, and I'll never forget the day that I found out that her mother passed away, and she told me. And to be able to be a part of this, words really can express how proud I am of her, of what she's done.
I haven't seen Morgan grow up here from the time she was 5 years old, and I was so passionate about this young kid and what she was going to accomplish in golf. And as time goes on, you see how proud you are of what she accomplished in becoming a lady and what she does in life with this foundation.
She's a remarkable young woman. She's doing this in memory of her mother, and I'm sure her mother is smiling down and proud as a mother can be, and she's making a difference for all young girls, and I think she's a wonderful role model.
It's just so hard to even fathom somebody going through that at such a young age, and kids are going through that each day. 40,000 women are going to die this year from breast cancer, and it's just a horrible disease, and just seeing what little bit she does here and how much we raise here, hopefully that'll impact the cure one day and this disease will be gone.
Following the cocktail drinks and dinner, it was time for the auction. Here, a host of items including fashion accessories, sports memorabilia, and even golfing holidays were sold off to the highest bidder. And the St. Andrews members certainly aren't shy when it comes to raising money for Morgan and her foundation.
Everybody truly does deserve a round of applause. The outpouring of support has been incredible. And it is because of each and every one of you. I can hardly read, my eyes are teary. Thank you. Thank you for believing in me and for coming with me on this journey for the past 9 years, and hopefully many more years into the future.
The next morning, everyone sprang into action for the less formal part of Morgan and Friends, the golf. This year, the players and fans got a nice surprise when they discovered they were on the range with the current Rolex rankings #1, Lydia Ko.
She started this at such a young age. For me to even think about doing something as grand as this, even now, it's amazing. And that's why I think we're all here.
It means the absolute world to me that these professionals come. These girls are they're so special, and it's actually even more exciting for me when I hear that. I know that personally. I'm with these women all the time on the road, but when the members here and our guests of the event just say, your friends are so special, and they don't even really know the half of it.
After spending the morning talking to Golf Channel and then teeing it up in the Pro-Am, it was time for the LPGA stars to pass on some of their wisdom in an interactive clinic. Although this year a lot of the interaction actually happened between the players themselves, with Brittany Lincecum and Christy Kerr among those trying to hit the ball as low as they could.
See that down lower, grip down to here. I hope we're getting this on video right here.
Lessons with Christy.
It's gonna go shorter then, no?
Nope. Watch this. Okay.
Whoa! Clear the trees. That went about 100 yards. See? You're coachable. You're hired.
It's all worth it on days like today. I mean, it's just such an exciting event, and to have her friends on tour come here and support her, I know she's really excited about that. But this community, this St. Andrews community, is really who steps up and supports her and the legacy of her mom.
Her line that always she says is she doesn't want any child to go through what she went through, and I can't imagine losing my mother. And if she helps, another family, just one person, I think she's doing just a phenomenal job.
Morgan is backing up her lofty goals for her foundation with actions. And it all starts with arguably the most personal of her charitable endeavours, the Catherine Christine Pressel Mammovan. In conjunction with the Boca Raton Regional Hospital, the Mammovan does exactly what its name suggests, as it provides a vital service across the region.
And that travels around Palm Beach County and all of South Florida, really, and provides mammograms to those who are maybe intimidated to go to the hospital, who for whatever reason haven't made it in, or maybe have never had one before in their life. And because the Mammovan's there, it makes it easy and convenient. It's not intimidating to go into the van. It's not like going to the hospital. A lot of people are afraid of the results, and that's why they don't want to go. And so sometimes it just takes the elbow of a friend who's been there, who went in earlier in the day and said, hey, when was the last time you had a mammogram? And, oh, well, I've never had one. Why don't you pop on in there? It's right here. And that's really the neat thing, and I've seen that happen.
There probably aren't too many 27-year-olds who have their name on the wing of a world-class medical facility. Morgan does, in the shape of the Morgan Pressel Centre for Cancer Genetics, which was opened in 2013, thanks to the work of her foundation.
The Morgan Pressel Foundation has been just a wonderful contribution to really our aspirations and goals here at the Cancer Center. I've been involved in cancer genetics, especially for breast cancer, for more than 20 years. But what we've been able to do as the result of the money that's been raised and the contribution to this Morgan Pressel Center for Cancer Genetics is truly unique and exciting.
It helps those with strong family histories of cancers, kind of tie it all together. And find out if they themselves actually carry the gene for high risk, and have incredible counseling for what to do after the fact, after you do have this diagnosis. Every day something new is developed, and we can test now for over 40 different types of cancers, and some of the most obscure small gene mutations you can find on these panel tests.
It's the research and the knowledge we're gaining, it's the education, and it's the families who are going to know things and protect themselves and save lives. And I've seen it already in the short existence since we've been here. So yes, it's extraordinary. I remember when she first came to the hospital with that vision, we were all a little dumbfounded that this young woman could be so interested at this very early age, and she has only grown in her personal commitment to it, and it has meant a great deal to our hospital.
The main message that I could give would be early detection is still key, and the best thing that you could do is get a mammogram yourself, encourage other people to do so, those that you love, your aunt, sister, mother, wife, and those that have large family histories, get tested. I always feel like knowledge is power. You'd rather know than know too late.
So after another fantastic day of fun for Morgan and friends, both on and off the golf course, it was time to gather everyone together and find out the all-important total fundraising figure.
Lots of cards.
It's overwhelming, truly, to have everybody in the same room. We've all gotten there together, and then last year over $750,000 was, I cried for hours. It's so emotional. It's really, really special to think that, I'm very passionate about it, but to have the people around me really believe in the cause as much as I do, and want to honor my mother in the same way. I couldn't do it without their help.
And today, we're going to present the check for $951,600. 22. Way to go, St. Andrews, way to go. You should be proud.
A fantastic total, and the donations weren't quite done. One of the members decided an even number on the cheque would look much neater and bumped up the final amount raised at the 9th annual Morgan and Friends to a new record of $1 million.
Just one last time, everyone in this room, Paul and I had so much fun out there today, just laughing and having a great time, and it's great to have a fun day, but this really makes a difference in the lives of others, and thank you for making this happen, because we couldn't do it without you, so thank you.